on our pockets. So that is an advantage for us in terms of earning our vehicles. And I mean, maybe in the next 10, 15 years, we might have an influx of these vehicles.
So you're saying it's going to be more cost efficient for the user?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Any more advantages that is coming to your mind?
That's basically it for now. I could give you some disadvantages as well. We're gonna have to have use special equipment now. We're gonna have to. It's gonna cost the fire department in terms of getting proper equipment to actually fight these type of fires. I will bring in a little bit of the extrication as well, because these vehicles are electrical. You have to be careful. There are certain mechanism, like as the firefighter, you have to know where these batteries are located.
Right.
Right? You must know where these batteries are located.
Okay.
And remember, in collisions, I mean, you have to be you have to be on the ball in terms of, remember, you have persons that would be trapped in these vehicles. So you would need to know where exactly to cut, what to look for. And mainly, you have to de-energize these vehicles.
So you get into a scene with you're not sure, because I don't think we do that type of reporting here. Do we do that type of reporting? Like, do we have in our policy when you're reporting the type of vehicle you're dealing with? We don't get that here, right?
You don't normally get that, but when you go to the scene, you have to do a scene size up. So you would see the vehicle, right? You would see the vehicle. So you would have an idea. That's why our fire officers must do their research as well. Do their research about these vehicles so that when you go out there, you are able to identify them and know what to do. If you have an accident, exactly how to approach the vehicle and where to cut. And protect, because safety is paramount. But these vehicles, it's now more even not really difficult, but you have to put a lot of measures in place for these electrical vehicles. Because once you know you're dealing with an electrical vehicle, safety first. Cordoning off is paramount. You must cordon off. Right? Because you got to look at a lot of different things. You got to look at thermal runaway in terms of the chemical reaction, the spread, meaning just basically saying the spread of fire and stuff like that. Depends on where the vehicle is parked, right? If it's parked to other vehicles and stuff like that. So you got to be careful about that. Like I said, the investment in terms of equipment, one of the things that we were told, we would have to start to get those fire blankets, those heat resistant blankets to cover it, to stop that chemical reaction, the thermal runaway. Right? So, it's gonna cost us, but we got to be ahead of the game. So this is what we would have to put in place.
Which means that, or should I say, which meant that you guys had a professional coming in and doing training on this?
Yes, we had some training about 2 months ago. Not only about extinguishment or extrication, was about maintenance as well. Remember, you have to maintain these vehicles. I mean, we are looking to the future in terms of appliances, where that our appliances would be EV vehicles as well, right? So you need to maintain them. It's not just only the fire department. We had other organizations such as public works, private mechanics, doing the same course with us. So,
so it's all inclusive.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
it was all inclusive. Even I think we had a guy from the Turks and Caicos as well. So he came in just to do that. That training.
Right. So,
and it's ongoing.
Right. I was just about to ask that.
It is ongoing. Next year we're gonna
continue.
We reach at level 3. Now we would be going to level 4. That is more like taking down the batteries if something goes wrong, like fixing it. Taking down the batteries and making sure that you could. One of the things I forgot to say though is the system is color coded. So the color is orange.
Okay.
So once you deactivate that, take it out, you de-energize that vehicle.
Right.
Right?
Can I ask, are you also saying that you're saying to the public now, if you're planning on getting a hybrid vehicle, check the fire station for some training as well? Can I interpret it that way?
I would say if you would have a manual, the manual would indicate to you what to do in the event of a fire. Now, I did some research and I found out that there is a new extinguisher, a F500 extinguisher, specialized for these EV vehicles. So these are things that persons could do, They do the research themselves. Because sometimes we depend on people too much. We depend on, yes, the fire department, we are professionals. If you come, we would give you that information as well. Because we have the training, we are going to make sure that most of the officers or all officers are trained, because you never know where you're going to be at any particular time.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
We got to make sure that everyone know exactly what to do and how to deal with these EV vehicles.
All right. So you've probably gone through some scenarios in terms of what could happen and how to deal with those scenarios.
Exactly.
Okay. Mr. Clark, you look you're going to say something. Sorry, did I interrupt you?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Good.
Okay. You may continue.
So, yes, sorry about that. So we are just sensitizing the general public, letting them know that the fire department is on the ball pertaining to these new vehicles that we know are gonna come in. Actually, we are supposed to St. supposed to get 2 school buses. That are electrical vehicles, EV vehicles. So imagine that you have those buses carrying, children to school. So we now got to really be on the ball, and in case of any, God forbid, any incident, accidents, or stuff like that. But the main thing about these EV vehicles is safety. Actually, when you're performing extrication, what to do, where certain things that you should have, we would have to invest in a lot of different, not just the carbon tape, but some other mechanisms where that, because it's electrical vehicles, you have matting that you should have. So matting should be in place. So in case like rubber mats, right? Special tools to use. You see the guys use ratchet sets. Now they have some specialized ratchet sets to use on EV vehicles, right? So, it's a whole different
because it's
aspect of
electricity and
yes,
metal,
right? So you have to make sure that you have the right tools for the right job, right? So as I said, they still have the conventional battery, the 12-volt battery, right? The lithium batteries that are in the electrical vehicles, they are like 400 volts, right? So the 12 volts is the auxiliary backup system for the 400 volt battery.
Okay, I get you. So it's like a support system.
Yes.
Now, how prepared are we, the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis? I know you guys did some training, but how prepared are we now to deal with people owning hybrid vehicles?
Well, that is something that we would have to sensitize the general public in terms of fire prevention. We do fire prevention, as you know. We go to different institutions. So that would be part of our goal, to go out and educate people, not just in evacuation, not just about using a portable extinguisher, but also now we would incorporate the EV vehicles into that presentation as well.
Okay, all right. So we are confident to say, well, hey, I can bring in my vehicle. We have the support system here in St. Kitts.
Definitely.
Okay. Mr. Clark, let's hear from you now.
Well, yes, a very important topic. We would like to thank Mr. Gums for coming on board. he and 2 other officers went to the training, the course that down at CFBC. CFBC for that training, and we had to come up with a huge lump sum of money to ensure that the officers are very much trained. So we're not just only sitting down waiting for a fire call. We are going out training and having our officers educated and certified to deal with these electrical vehicles. So I want to let the general public and the whole world and the Federation know that here in St. Kitts and Nevis, we have certified, well-trained officers, just in case they need us to do education, firefighting, basic tips, basic knowledge. We are here, and we will go out and do our best to ensure the safety of all.
Guys, well, thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for sharing the information. Mr. Gums, anything from you before we close?
Yes, I would just like to say to the general public that we, the fire department, as Mr. Clark said just a while ago, we are prepared. We are not just there sitting down anymore, waiting on a fire. We are going out and doing our work. We are going into the districts. We are talking to the residents, informing them what to do in the event of a fire, how to evacuate, and other aspects of fire. So, yes, we are definitely here. You can come to the fire department. You have any questions, come to the fire department and ask a question. It's easy. We are there. We are not just there sitting and waiting, as I said. We are here to educate the general public and making them feel safe so that they know that exactly that we are capable of doing our job.
Thank you once again. For those of you just tuning in, we were discussing hybrid vehicles, advantages and disadvantages, and how the fire department goes about extinguishing fires and performing extrication duties involving these type of vehicles. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of the show. We'll be back right after these messages. And for those of you who are cricket fans, stay tuned. We have some tickets to give away for you for tonight's game.
This message brought to you by ZIZ and the Fire Department of St. Kitts and Nevis.
I am Woman Fire Officer Mavis White Archibald with your safety tip for today. Install smoke alarms on every level of your home, inside bedrooms and outside sleeping areas.